When you're over 50, it can seem a real struggle to get in shape, but one of the things that's the elixir of youth and can help you get in amazing shape, and it's helped us, hasn't it, Ken?
It certainly has, yeah.
Is strength training. And we do strength training 4 times a week. So in this video, we're going to show you a typical strength training session and how you can maximize your results if you're over 50. We've turned up here at a new gym, haven't we? So we've not been in here before. What are we doing today, Ken?
I think it's a back day.
Yeah, it's back and biceps day, so it's going to be a pull, what's known as a pull session. We do a bro split, don't we?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
We do a bro split, which is really extremely effective, and we'll show you what we mean by a bro split. So let's head on in.
Let's go.
We start off with a 5-minute cardio warm-up just to get our muscles warmed up. The first exercise we're going to tackle is pull-ups. The reason we do them at the start is because we need all of our maximum energy to do that, because they are quite difficult. If you can't do these unassisted, you can use a machine or resistance bands to support you. And here we're doing 5 sets, and we alternate between a wide grip, palms facing forward, and a narrow grip, palms facing inwards. Then we move on to 5 pyramid sets of bent over rows. A pyramid set is when you start off with 2 medium weight sets on about 12 reps. Then you move to a heavier weight for 10 reps. Then you do 2 working sets of 6 to 8 reps on the heaviest weight that you can possibly imagine. And here you can see there's a bench to support yourself on, and normally we don't have this in our main gym, so it's very useful for holding you in the right position. Next we're moving on to a 5 pyramid set with a narrow grip, lateral pull downs. Then we're doing 3 sets of wide grip lateral pull downs, and what you want to do here is 10 on the heaviest weight that you can possibly manage, and then lower the weight to about 50 or 60% of the previous weight. Do a further 10 reps without rest. Finally, we're moving on to 2 bicep curl exercises, starting with 3 sets of 10 to 12 bicep curls, and then 3 sets of 10 to 12 cable machine bicep curls. So that was a typical pull workout. We do a strength training session 4 times a week, don't we, Ken?
Yeah.
And how it's structured is day 1 we do what's called a push session, so that tends to be chest. And then we might stick some triceps in there as well. Day 2 we do legs. Day 3, which is what you saw, we do a pull session, so it tends to be back and biceps. And then day 4 we actually do shoulders, so we separate our shoulders out from our chest so that we get a really good shoulder workout, don't we, Ken? And that is it. So people might assume that we work really, really hard, and we actually don't. We do work hard when we're there, but we only do 4 strength training sessions because it's really important to get the rest. Yeah. How do you feel you've benefited from it then, Ken?
Well, basically I've benefited with more mobility. My mobility was very limited, and through the strength training, I'm walking as well, mobility that's how I've been benefiting.
Yeah, and what about your body shape?
Body shape has changed, which I'm not surprised because we're quite regular with the training. It's so a change is going to happen, but yeah, just watched it change, and it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, because you've been doing it for like more than 2 years now, over 2 years.
That's over 2 years. Yeah, just let it happen. You do this, and things will change.
Yeah, and it's not an overnight success, but if you stick to those kind of core principles, and we do have a couples workout program called Lean and Strong that actually is a complete guide. It's actually in my app that you use on your iPhone or on our Android that takes you through that exact process that we just talked about that we do. And it also has nutrition, because nutrition's absolutely key, isn't it, Ken?
With the strength training and the nutrition and eating well, it's amazing. And that's when the transformation happens.
And the thing that you really need to implement, we always eat right before strength training, something that's quite carb heavy. It will have a bit of protein in there as well. And then right after strength training, we actually eat a very high protein meal that has carbohydrates. And we're just going to show you now, aren't we, Ken, a typical meal that Ken prepares maybe post-workout or any time of the day. It's like an amazing brunch, isn't it?
It's always amazing.
Ken's amazing brunch.
Brunch, yeah.
You can eat it for breakfast, lunch or dinner, really.
Everyday food. It's nutritious. That's what counts, isn't it? We've got whole grain rye bread, eggs, scallion, smoked salmon, we've got some vinegar, we've got some guacamole and various other ingredients. Oh, you're the best.
Okay, so what are you doing now then?
Preparing the eggs.
So how are you going to cook them?
I was going to poach them. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I've got the water simmering, not boiling. So I'll put nice and gently in there. Another one in there.
So what's the secret to making a perfect poached egg?
Have your water simmering, not boiling.
Oh, that must be where I'm going wrong. Oh, you're doing 3.
Yeah.
Is this all for you, is it?
Oh, for us.
Oh, well, I won't be eating it. I'm not hungry.
Oh, you will be.
I'll have mine later.
See? Forming perfectly.
Now Ken's having 2 slices of rye bread, but for women you probably want to have 1 slice of rye bread and 2 eggs. I think Ken's having, are you having 3 eggs?
Yeah.
So Ken's bigger, so he can afford to have food that's higher in calories. But for females, you probably want to have 1 slice of that rye bread because it is quite high in calories, and 2 eggs. But the good thing about the rye bread is it's really high in protein. So this guacamole, we actually bought that in Costco, and it's completely additive free, so it's just avocados and tomato in there. And Ken's got salmon here, but if you were sort of watching your budget, you could use any type of fish, any kind of oily fish, but that's smoked salmon. So you could use mackerel, for example.
Bit of this.
So where did you get the idea for this recipe?
Oh, just out of my head really. Just out of my head. And now for the finishing touch. Let me know what you think. Let me know.
Are you gonna eat it?
I certainly am.
You're gonna need a knife and fork, aren't you?
Knife and fork. Right, let's see how this. I like it quite creamy. Oh, there you go. It's perfect. Look at that. Tomato.
How does it taste?
Let me know your comments. This is lovely. Melissa, get your knife and fork out. It's your time.
Looks amazing.
It tastes good.
Very high in protein, lots of good fats. So the good fats with the oily fish, the eggs and the avocado.
It tastes good and healthy.